What's going on, Z Nation? It's your boy Big Z the Penguin here at Z Nation. Alright guys, so I just finished my team for Wolfie's GS Cup tournament. Since I can't play with this team on the actual ladder, I have to play casual play. And I'm honestly really liking the results. Just because of how great the team is overall. What I am gonna do though is, because I do want to check have my sword and shield open, and I actually have my shiny Kyogre, but I am gonna try to build one that's see how it would be if I ran it with just 252, 4. Overall, I'm really loving this team. 4 wins straight up. And the first match, so it's funny. The first match, I didn't realize. So it was actually a custom battle where you bring all 6, but I didn't realize that I only brought these 2, and I dominated. The next match, this was the core that I brought. Second match, I brought Kyogre, Zapdos, Weezing, and then I brought Lugia. And then the final match, I brought Kyogre and Zapdos with Weezing, and then I brought Lugia. Overall, this team is just so good. I'm not wild about double scarfs, especially with the same mode. Well, not really same mode, but you have that option. So what I'm doing now is I'm on Pokemon Home. I'm trying to see if I have a second Kyogre, because that would be really ideal. Oh, I do. Alright, let's take a look. Basically what I'm doing is alright, so Kyogre, level 100. So I might try something. Alright, attack is 384. HP is 384, which means it's not perfectly IV'd. Oh wait, no, it might be actually. So 384, attack to 237. No, oh sorry, attack is 212. Defense is 216. Speed is 237. 237. Special attack is 438. Let's see. Okay. So all I gotta do is just okay, but I'll jot that down later. So anyway, let's go through the team. I'm feeling really good about this team, like really good. So let's start. So we got Kyogre, and yes, he is shiny. My buddy Carl, he's one of my buddies that goes and gets, they capture these Pokemon and they sell them. And so he actually got this Kyogre from actually, that's a good question. I think he actually got it from the Max Lair. Basically, what we did is we decided that we wanted to. I told him, I was like, look, I want to go ahead and get a perfect Kyogre with zero attack IVs, and that's what happened. 0 attack IVs. I guess he already bottle capped everything else for me. He got the shiny with 0 attack, which was amazing. And so we given him choice specs because Kyogre isn't really going to be our Dynamax target. He's really going to be kind of like just a sweeper and to set up the rain, but he does have choice specs which really boosts up, I find, his special attacks when he is on the offense. His ability is Drizzle, whereas on switching, so basically when he's brought out, rain dances come, so you have rain. And keep in mind, this Kyogre survives so much. It's really bulky. So just keep that in mind. So his first move is Origin Pulse. So it's gonna be it's like pressable blades. And I guess you could say it's kind of like it falls in line with like Hydro Pump, Muddy Water, Blizzard, Fire Blast. Draco Meteor. Well, not like Draco Meteor, just because Draco. Well, it's close enough. But basically, the idea behind it is, since Kyogre mischoice specs, sometimes you know he's about to get knocked out, and so but you need to get off a sweep or get an attack off. Origin Pulse is going to be that move, just because it's directly focused on your power, not necessarily your HP, such as moves as Water Spout and Eruption. The next move is Ice Beam. It's kind of like coverage for those ground types, those flying and dragon and grass types that'll more so grass types that target Kyogre. That's really to it. I very rarely actually use Ice Beam. The next move is Thunder. I wanted to give him an electric attack that'll give him good coverage, and most people, they may want to run something else on him like Thunderbolt or something that's 100% accurate, but when it's raining, you can't miss, and generally it's going to be very seldom that you don't have rain up. And of course, you could always just switch him out and switch him back in. Water Spout is probably his most used move with me. Basically, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll try to start off, if I see like, oh, these guys can't do nothing, or this is just going to be a setup combo, just a setup for this turn, I'll use this, like it O-code, so it O-code a Mewtwo. It was against Togekiss, so I had Zapdos and Kyogre. Zapdos attacked with Max Lightning, O-code the Togekiss, who did follow me, and Kyogre did a Water Spout. The Mewtwo actually used a nasty plot, which would have been really bad had it survived, but fortunately, we were able to take it out. So, this is just such an amazing, I just find this is such an amazing, move pool. Alright, so for his, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the EVs and everything, and the quickest way of EVing. So, we have 188 HP. Basically he has 199, so like say you wanted to use like Life Orb, you actually could if you wanted to, but I mean, you don't have any other Life Orb user, and of course, if you wanted to, but again, that's strictly up to you, but it keeps him around, and I wanted to give him a little bit of bulk when dealing with other like Kyogres, other Pokemon in general. He has that 199 stat just because I wanted him to just in case I decided to change him to a Life Orb variant, I wanted him to take the minimal amount of damage. He's modest, so we're not going to have anything in the attack stat. I always say if you can get a special sweeper with 0 attack, that's always ideal because of moves such as Foul Play and Confusion. I actually haven't dealt with Foul Play with Kyogre, defense 84, again, it's just kind of, and along with the special defense, the idea here is just to keep him around. He has pretty good special defenses, and so, but I just want to keep him around, so that way he's just strong enough to overall, do some damage. Special attack is 140, and it's, maxed out 206. It does so much. I didn't think it was necessary to really add any kind of more investment. I kind of like how his bulk is. Then it's 12 speed. 12 is for speed. I imagine at the most, Groudon will be maxed. Will have a speed of 90, and probably even like maybe have like a Brave Nature or whatever, or even not have any speed invested. And so this ensures that we at least get to, or if like they just put the last EVs in speed, this allows us to outspeed them. And of course, it's just, I just found 12 just was, perfect opposed to adding to anything else. We nicknamed him Nemo. The next Pokemon is going to be Zapdos. So this Pokemon I was having the most amount of trouble with building up because I was running him a Life Orb. And then I was like, well, let's take a look at his stats. Let's take a look at, and I was running the calcs and he was getting destroyed. And so I was like, well, let me try this, and this is what I came up with, in which I might actually change Heat Wave. I have it on there, but I do want to change it. So if we use like, interesting. I don't know why it says he can get Tailwind, because he can. He can get Thunder Wave though. Mhm. Right. You guess you could always use. Oh, Whirlwind could possibly be something that's like. Like it could be. Oh, we can use like Thunder Wave to paralyze. Uh, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm actually pulling up my browser. I'm gonna see if does Whirlwind affect Dynamax. Oh wow. So that's actually really good. Okay, uh so right here we're gonna go ahead and put Thunder Wave. I find this a little bit better than Heat Wave, but well, we don't have really any kind of firepower, so actually yeah, we'll put Thunder Wave back. Okay, Heat Wave back. Um so so we're gonna go ahead and jump into his EVs first. Normally we'll do this, but I wanted to jump into his EVs first. So, as you can see that he has 90 HP, 85 defense, 90 special defense. I mean, most Pokemon don't really have these kind of base stats. Uh, but I was like, well, maybe we can make Zapdos more so bulky to where it can take some hits. Especially because he's the primary Dynamax target. Him and Metagross are our two main Dynamaxers. And so I was like, okay. And I was running the damage calcs, and I found that with the 156 HP, the 100 defense, and the 108 special defense, gave him just enough bulk to like survive so much. I think generally, I don't think there was a single calc that OHKO'd him while he was Dynamax, and then plus we got the Sitrus berry, and um, right. I only gave him 28 in the speed just because that's what was left over. Not that it would really make much. I mean, ideally, say we got rid of this. His speed would be 120. Oh yeah, you know what? This actually outspeeds Incineroar by 1 point. Any Pokemon with... Let's go ahead and take a look. Incineroar has 60 base speed. I mean, I doubt you'll see a Pokemon with 60 base... Oh. I doubt you'll see a Pokemon with 60 base speed, max speed. 123, and what are we at? 123, and I think it was like 124, right? Yeah. So any Pokemon with 60 base speed or lower, you will outspeed. So, that's kind of, I just wanted to really outspeed Incineroar. But again, we just put a little bit just so he can do some damage. And again, he has his Sitrus berry in order to restore 25% of his max HP when he hits halfway. His ability static, just because being able to cause a paralysis is always ideal. That's what they recommend, 252 special attack and speed, but I wanted to keep him around because I figure you can have all the speed and strength speed in the world, but if you can't sweep or survive around long enough, or like if you can only survive like in Dynamax, what's the point? And so I give him Heat Wave and Thunder primarily because those are two moves that work well with Rain, and they both have there's no accuracy check for them, and they're both 110 base power plus with stab, so you're gonna be looking at a 165 base attack. And 30% chance for paralysis, and 30% chance of confusing. Of course, you have max airstream and max lightning. Heat Wave is kind of just in case you deal with Pokemon like Kartana, Furthorn, just where you need like a fire type attack and you just don't have it around. In which if you want to change this up, but let's see. What if I change this up? Oops. Let's take a look at his fire type moves. Ooh, we can go for a double Heat Wave. Ooh, this can destroy. Oh, Heat Wave or Flamethrower. Yeah, Flamethrower. So I do got to make that change. I haven't really played much Salamence. Anywho, and so it's just there for extra coverage, just in case you need it. I wouldn't recommend doing it in Drizzle because its attack goes down by 50%. Its base. So I want to say its base power does 50% less. So right, so along with being a spread move, and so you do, overall, unless you know you're gonna get that burned, and it's like okay, I mean, but you could have possibly just gotten a Will-O-Wisp, right? No, you actually don't get that. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm surprised because I'm not, but still. Alright. And of course we name him Flash because, you know, he's a flash of lightning. Next is Tunechi, or Tunechi, or however the hell you pronounce it, or Tunechi. I always say it Tunechi. Weezing, oh, Galar. Oh, wait. Oh, I gave him Taunt. Are we better with that, or do we do better with Taunt? Yeah, we do better with Taunt. Man, oh boy. So it's funny, my Weezing got so messed up because, oh boy gave him 156 special attack, 204 speed, 68 HP, like 76 special defense. It was just, and then 4 defense. It was a nightmare. He gave him a Strange Dream, Taunt, Sludge Bomb, and Protect. I was like, and he gave him leftovers, and I was like, Colby, fucking, either Colby or Carl, one of the two. They were, uh, they were like, what? They were like, what's wrong? I was like, well, first off, he's timid. What the hell? He goes, yeah, well, nobody's ever seen a timid Weezing. I was like, I'm sure that's true, but still, I want my Weezing to be fixed. So um, he gave India. It's funny. I didn't really care if Weezing was shiny or not. I really just wanted the shiny Kyogre. Um, and I actually have which I don't even know how to tell. What's the difference? Okay. I mean, I didn't really care for Zapdos. I didn't care for this, but it was and so he came back and said, "Hey, I got you a shiny." I was like, "Okay, fine." And so, but yeah, and so we given him Black Sludge because it restores 1/16 of your max HP, kind of like leftovers. The only thing is, say you get tricked, well, it's like Grimmsnarl will get, since it's not a poison type, it'll lose 1/8, and so you know that's always ideal. His ability is the main reason why he's on the team is Neutralizing Gas. You know, it shuts off abilities. I mean, you'll see this a lot paired with like Regigigas. You know, and keep in mind, if you see like a Regigigas, you probably wouldn't be wise to really bring old boy out. It's just not, because you know he'll have his effects negated. But this is good. You know, say you're up against like a Groudon or whatever, or like you know you're dealing with an opposing Metagross or some other Pokemon. You know, Regielekis with Transitor, Solar Power, Chlorophyll, uh, Fairy Aura, you're getting Grassy Surge, Prankster, and all that. So that's why that's kind of why he's there, just there for the shutdown effect. So his 2 attacking moves are Strange Dream and Sludge Bomb. 20% chance to confuse your target and 30% chance to poison. That's really all I needed. I didn't really have any desires to give him anything else. I mean, you know, you could give him Thunderbolt, Heat Wave, but I think I figured Heat Wave was all we needed was um, Zapdos with the Heat Wave. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but he did have Tailwind, but I don't think you can get Tailwind and Sword and Shield with the Zapdos. So I don't know. But anyway, so you got I mean, here it shows you can learn it, but you can't get in Sword and Shield. So if you want to give him Will-O-Wisp, be my guess, but I found that Taunt came more in handy than Will-O-Wisping an opponent, especially because Will-O-Wisp is only 85% accurate. And again, Protect, because sometimes you just want to Protect, keep them around. Like, you don't want to do a switch. There's no safe switch in, but you know, you don't want to really attack or do anything, so sometimes you just gotta Protect. For a ZV spread, I wanted him to be kind of bulky, and he actually takes a lot of hits. So as you can see, we give him 156 in the HP, 76 in the defense, and 68 with a positive nature in the special defense. Most steel types, ground types, are going to be physical. I mean, you got psychic types, but you know we got other Pokemon that can handle the psychics, and so that's. I just wanted to give him a little bit of special bulk. Gave him 1 extra EV because this will. All right, so this will outspeed like Grimmsnarl with nothing invested, uh, Lapras, Incineroar, Porygon, Sylveon, Abomasnow, Aegislash, Beware, Clefable, Eldegoss, Farfetch, Jellicent, Magnezone, Maractus, Oranguru, Primarina, Swampert, and so wow, there's really not that many. It'll and then of course you got these down here, but for the most part, then again, he's not really there for speed, but I needed to throw the EV somewhere else, so that's why I threw him in there. And of course, to afford just so he can get a couple of KOs that they're not expecting, and so, so his name is Tunechi, is because Weezing. I was gonna name him Weezy. I was like, nah, I don't want to name him Weezy, so I named him Tunechi or Tonchi. Yeah, Tonchi. I think that's how you pronounce it. I heard how you pronounce Lil Wayne's nickname. So, next we got Salamence. Salamence is indeed shiny. I kind of liked it because I wanted to give him, I wanted to nickname him Shenron, and so Salamence is just a straight up, he just straight up handles his business. I was gonna give him max speed and all that, but with the choice scarf, I want to say he's at 208. Outspeeds a lot of other things, but I wanted to have him bulky enough to where he can hang around if I need him to hang around. The 100, so the choice scarf boosts his speed up by 50%, but you're locked into a single move. Some people like to run Moxie. I feel like Intimidate's more appropriate just because, to reduce physical attack is always ideal. And again, if I have another Salamence and I give him Moxie, maybe, but for now, that's what I wanted to do. So his move Bulldoze, excuse me guys for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So, with Bulldoze, one of the main modes is with Metagross. You do Bulldoze, get off Metagross's weakness policy. Bulldoze lowers Pokemon that get hit by speed by 1. Or is it? Let me see. I'm opening up my browser again to see. Does Bulldoze lower every? Let's see. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so it hits everybody. So it's like Earthquake, just much weaker. So it's only like a 45 base, but it lowers everybody that's been hit, except for a Metagross or any kind of flying type. But flying types won't get hit but he can't hit because of clear body, and so and this will get off the weakness policy, and that's why I have it. This actually used to be these two used to go together. So I have him Hurricane just in the event I have Kyogre with me. Having Hurricane is an ideal, a good flying stab move. Same thing with Draco Meteor. Dragon stab move. It is 90% accurate, but sometimes you gotta take risks in order to. And again, Flamethrower just for extra coverage, because I may not bring Zapdos even if I have Kyogre. Kyogre, I'd say comes to most games, unless I just find that there's no point of having him. So his EV spread. So I wanted him to survive a Moonblast from so he survives a 204 modest Moonblast from Tapu Fini and a couple of other things, but it's just there. So I mean I could have gone lower, but he outspeeds all the Tapus. So say Tapu Bulu, you use Hurricane, Tapu Koko. I guess you could use Bulldoze. Tapu Fini, you can. I would probably use like Hurricane. And Tapu Lele, I would honestly use Hurricane as well. And so that's just his whole deal. He has a little bit of special attack, 150 base special, just to do some damage and stuff. 148 special defense. His defense is lower. Regular defense is lower just because of his Intimidate ability. And we gave him Timid just because we want that extra speed, whereas if he wasn't this fast. 127. I think he'd be rough. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up the calculator. I don't know if you guys can see. You guys can see the calculator. That's cool. So 7 divided by 2 plus 127, 190. So he'd be maxing at 190. I'd rather have him in the 2s. And so, alright. And of course he's Shenron because Shenron is green. And in Draco Meteor GT, he was red. So next we got Metagross. Kind of like how when I explained it with Salamence, he has the weakness policy. Basically, when he's hit with a special super effective attack, his attack and special attack goes up by 2 stages. Be careful though, because if you switch out, you lose the effect. I mean, you lose the boost. His ability Clear Body prevents other Pokemon from lowering its stats. So like Bulldoze won't lower Metagross's stats, along with like Intimidate and just the effect of max moves. I wouldn't use light metal. I just wouldn't. So for his moves, we got Meteor Mash. Have a 20% chance to raise your attack if you hit it. Careful, it's only 90% accurate. But I used to run Iron Head, but I just found that overall I like Meteor Mash. Just because he's not fast enough to really cause any kind of flinching or anything. So, but yeah. Next he has Ice Punch for coverage. So like you got like Landorus, you got all those Dragon types, you got like Rillaboom. Then you have Pokemon. You have a lot of flying types such as like Zapdos, Tornadus, Thundurus, and so I think Ice Punch is essential in Earthquake. You should feel like Regieleki, a couple of fire types, rock types, poison types, and steel types. More so for opposing Metagrosses. You're mainly gonna Dynamax Metagross when you do this combo because Bulldoze may do a good, not as much, but it'll still do some damage. And so being able to get off Dynamaxing, get off these moves is, just ideal. And Max Quake will boost your special defense, whereas Max Steel Spike from Meteor Mash will boost your physical defense, and Max Hailstorm will set up Hail. So, and everybody will lose like 1/16 of their max HP. I think that's the effect of Hail. Let's see. Who do I know? Let's see. Jin. Well, I'm sure it gets Hail, right? Okay, so it doesn't. It actually doesn't give you the details. So, oh well. Anywho, and so, but yeah, so, and of course protect, because sometimes you just need to protect. His main deal is I wanted him to just be able to hang around a little bit, take hits from super effective attacks and not really fall. I gave him 4 EVs just because some other most Metagrosses run 252 HP, 252 attack with 4 in special defense or 4 in defense. And so I decided, like, hey, maybe I go ahead and give him 4 in the speed, just so that way he can outspeed other Metagrosses. Maxing out his attack just because I found that's how the card's laid. And of course he already has high defenses, so it wasn't necessary to add anything more. But yeah, so that's our build with Metagross, and he's nicknamed Kevin Gates because when I see Metagross, it's kind of like a gate, like he's not going to let anybody get through. And so, all right, next we got Lugia. So I was so at Wolfie's tournament, you can have 2 restricted Pokemon, and I didn't want to run. So I was gonna run. I think it was like I put like Xerneas. I had a couple of different Pokemon actually that I was looking into with this. Let's take a look. I was gonna put like Eternus, Giratina. I was considering maybe running a half water, half sun, but I was like, nah. The Kyrooms, Mewtwo, Rayquaza, Salago, Reshiram, Xerneas, Yveltal, the Zacian, Zamazenta, Zekrom. But one thing that stood out to me more so than anything was Lugia, with its stats. 154 special defense, ability multi-scale, and then dropping an assault vest on him. He doesn't take damage. Like it's very seldom Lugia will take like major damage. I wanted to so I EV'd him with the defense and HP to where he survives I want to say a max Phantasm from Giratina Origin. So and he does. I just gave him 100 special attack just to put something in there. Yeah, he has 12 special defense, but that's because he's getting a boost from Assault Vest, so he doesn't need that really. Speed. So a lot of Pokemon top out at 150, such as like Rillaboom, Tapu Fini. I want to say who else? Any Pokemon with like I know Kingdra. Any Pokemon that has like a speed of like has a speed stat of like 85. So let's see. Yeah. So let's see. We got Zygarde, Duraludon, Rillaboom, Cresselia, Indeedee, Tapu Fini, Kingdra, Komao, Suicune, Articuno, Cramorant, Golduck, Heracross, Nidoking, Pinsir, Toxicroak. Really, Squawk? Is that fast? Huh, I didn't know that. And basically he's going to be speed tying with the Rotoms. With just the Rotoms, that's all he speed ties with. But still, and so I just wanted him to have that little bit of extra speed. The Assault Vest, so I wanted to make him more so supportive, but I found that the Assault Vest gave me much more of a benefit than like a Fingy Berry or whatever, and so I was like, okay. I mean, like a Wiki Berry, and so I decided, I was like, okay, we can't run any supporting moves, and so then his ability Multi-Scale reduces attacks when your HP is full. So I was gonna run like Psychic or whatever, but I was like, well, I wanted to use these supportive moves, kind of, sort of. So we have Aerial Blast. That's a signature move. It does have a high critical hit ratio, so that's good. Earth Power to hit those electric types, because our team is not really weak actually. I mean, just Lugia and Kyogre are the only two that are super effectively weak, and so and you can have a 10% chance to lower the special attack. Giga Drain, basically whatever damage you do, you'll get 50% back. May not be too hard to get back to full HP. And again, Icy Wind is a form of speed control. Hits both foes. It's just to get their speed down by one save. Say like you had your really our Kyogre only has a speed of 112. Damn, I didn't know it was that low. But no wonder why everybody outspeeds me. But yeah, and so that's just the idea. But again, so you got like Kyogre and you need to get that off. You always, have that to, to work with. And so, and we named it Lugia and Essie because I just think of the Loch Ness Monster. And so this is the team. I'm 4-0 with it. So since I can't play on the ladder like ranked battles, I got to do casual battles. But so far, I've yet to lose. I think like the second match, no, the third match, I thought I was gonna lose. Wait, no, it was the second one because they had what did they have? They had it was I think they had like 3 or 4 legendaries. Since there's no way of actually stopping the rules, enforcing any particular rules with it. So I was like, okay, whatever. And I still came out on top. And I actually every game I started with Kyogre and Zapdos with Weezing, and then I think one game I brought Salamence, and then the other game I brought Lugia. Oh wait, I went up against a Trick Room team, so I brought Metagross in the back. Well, Kevin Gates, you heard me. And so I'm really loving this team. This team goes so well with each other. I'm gonna try to make a neat little photo with all these Pokemon as the neat little artwork to make it as the video thumbnail. And so this is the team, and of course they're all level 100, in game, but because it'll go down to level 50 during the tournament, but and so and just some little extra things. If we wanted to give Kyogre a Life Orb, I would get rid of Origin Pulse and give him Protect. Zapdos, I gave him Detect because, Imprison Protect. If you wanted to change Heat Wave, you could run, let's take a look actually at its special moves. So you could use Ancient Power, you could use Extra Sensory, you could even run like Weather Ball or like Volt Switch, or you could even run Twister, but ideally, or even Mud Slap. Wow, actually that's actually would be really ideal. But again, we gave him Heat Wave. Actually, maybe Mud Slap would be good. I don't know. Would it be a pain? How much of a pain would that be to actually? So we're just gonna put Heat Wave back on for now. You know, for Weezing, if you feel that you want to take chances, you can put Will-O-Wisp instead. Salamence, you can make him 252 max speed, special attack, or you can even make him offensive. I mean, physical. You could even possibly you could even make him life orb, but I would stick with the choice scarf. I wouldn't change anything with Kevin Gates except maybe you could change Ice Punch to Thunder Punch, Earthquake to just whatever. Lugia, you could maybe give it something else, but and I still am. I'm finishing up my. Me and my buddy, we finished up our ring team for VGC 2021 Series 7. Tomorrow I'm gonna be play testing with it just to see how well it does on the ladder. I'm pretty excited for it. It's just like this, except there are two changes. You know, I got Kyogre and Lugia on the team, but yeah. So that's how we are running it. This is the team. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and comment what you want to see next. What you got? What are your predictions for the team? Are you guys excited for Wolfie's tournament the day after Christmas? And yeah, hit that bell so you're notified when I do the next video. I know I've been somewhat slower since the past couple of days. I just, with Christmas literally in 2 days, just been so busy. But yeah, so this is the team, and hope you guys like it. And I'll actually go ahead and put I'll import the actual list right here, all level 50. So if you want to run it, and yeah, so alright guys, thanks for watching today's video, and the Z Nation family, we'll see you guys later.